Well, hello, everybody. Wow. Can you believe it? It's Friday already. Let me turn this music down a little bit. I am Margot Levat, her business, her voice, her conversation. It's Friday. And as I promised you, I would come live, do a live stream, which is something that I don't normally do. But I have so been enjoying International Women's Month until I just wanted to kind of put a cap on it and also share some information for a minute about some of the things that I've been doing because people say I see you here, I see you there, I see you everywhere, and believe you me, I feel like it also, but it is a good time, a good growth spurt that I'm in, and I'm very, very grateful. So still celebrating International Women's Month indeed. If you've been listening to any of the podcasts from Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation this month, you know that I've had some fabulous women on. Linda Coleman Willis. If you haven't caught her already, the video's also over on YouTube. This woman has gone through a lot. When she talks about refocusing and rebranding and reinventing yourself, she knows all about it. And it was just a pleasure to have a conversation with her. She's a lady I've been watching for some time, and I was just over the moon, as they say, to have her as a guest on the program, on the show. The next person that today, let me tell you, if you haven't already caught today's published edition, it is Dr. Jewel Diamond Taylor. I have been watching Dr. Taylor for some time. Had a conversation with her probably, this was before COVID. So we're looking at probably over 3 years. But I know that she has her pulse on the finger of, she knows women. She gets us. She feels us. She knows us. So when it was time to actually have somebody bring us up to speed concerning the state of women globally, I could think of nobody else to ask for a conversation as Dr. Jewel Diamond Taylor. She was gracious. We caught it audio, and that is also over wherever you catch your podcast. Dr. Jewel Diamond Taylor, we had that conversation over there, and it's waiting for you. Came out today. It is a good one. You know, one question, she's able to open up volumes and volumes and volumes of information. So it's a what can I say? I could go on and on and on, but I won't. And if you aren't aware of the new series that she also has over on her channel, just check Dr. Jewel Diamond Taylor out. Something to do with pearls of wisdom. Go over and check her out. All right. And then we also have, I'm also bringing on a woman I never met before, but I see her over on LinkedIn all the time. And let me tell you, this woman, she knows podcasting. And anybody who is a podcaster, you know that there are many nuts and bolts, many moving parts to a podcast. So the more knowledge you have, the better off you are. And Tracy DeForge, she graciously said that she would be a guest. And I'm talking about women who are teaching, women who are giving away information that would literally cost you thousands if you had a one-on-one with them. And we're having those conversations this month, International Women's Month, right here on Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation. So I am overjoyed. Wherever you listen to your podcast, that's where you'll find Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation, and you'll have access to any of those conversations. So let me get started. Now, there's one sheet of paper that I left out. Let me see whether or not I can find it. If not, we will just go ahead and wing it, as some podcasters oftentimes have to do, and I can't find it. So it's okay. Let me take one final look, because it was a piece of information that I wanted to impart to you. This is all about also giving you away freebies to you. Whenever something is free and it is a value, you know, all free is not good. But when I have access to some really rock solid free gifts for you, I want to share them. So let's go ahead and get started. We talked about celebrating International Women's Month, how we did it over here, Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation. My question to you, have you been celebrating your mentor if she's female? this month. Have you been celebrating your podcaster? Because, ladies and gentlemen, once you begin this podcasting thing, you'll understand it is not a walk in the park. And people that have longevity, I think that they need to be celebrated. Yes, I said it. Yes, 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 yes. What about your doctor? What about your pastor? What about your sister friend? We all have people who have been there for us, who have taught us, who have just been in the trenches with us. International Women's Month is the time for us to go ahead and put them in a blog, put them on our podcast, shout them out. We can't say enough about the people who, the women who have influenced us and the women who inspire us. And you know what I found? I found that many of these folks don't even know the impact that they made on you. They literally have no idea. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. We still have another week, and you still have time to go ahead and say, I see you, I hear you, and I appreciate you. And you leave it to my heart and to my mind and not to my heart. But I left out one very special person who's also a guest on this month's Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation, the one and only Lena Wynn. Yes, those of us from Southern California, we know her as the groundbreaking anchor who was on 2 separate channels at the same time. She made history. She's an Emmy winner. And I had to pull it out of the archives, our conversation. That was about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. But her reinvention, how she left that, you know how we talk about that good job? Lena Wynn had a good job. Do you know how many people would die to be an anchor here in LA County? This LA market, this is a huge, huge market. And her story concerning why she walked away, how she walked away, what she's doing now is just fascinating. So I had Lena Wynn and Miss Linda Coleman Willis, Jewel Diamond Taylor, Dr. Jewel Diamond Taylor, and Tracy DeForge. They are the Fab Four who I had to highlight this month on Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation. Now, let's get over here to the freebies. I don't want to hold you up because I have a special guest coming on also with something really juicy, and I want you to pay attention to her when we bring her on. I'll just go ahead and drop the name. It is Denise Estelle. So you know if Denise Estelle is coming with something, it is just worth listening to. So first of all, I want you to know that there are probably 1,000 tickets left, that comp tickets, passes that all of us podcasters are able to give away globally. So 1,000 in the total globe, that is nothing. If you don't have your comp ticket from me already, after this episode ends, I will be sure to put it in the comments so that you can get it. Grab it, because Podfest Global 2023, which is totally virtual, it's already started, and I have already learned so much. Let me tell you, if you are a seasoned podcaster, you'll want to be there. If you're brand new, that is definitely the place for you. I've been podcasting since 2017, and let me tell you, I learned some new things. Always stay in the growth mindset, and always be ready to learn and be inspired and motivated, and look at things, information from the vantage point of maybe that will work for me, or maybe not right now. But always take a listen, because I'm telling you, there are some people there that are running some seminars, some summits that really can move the needle for you. And let me tell you, on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, coming up on the 28th at 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, that is 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be on a panel. Well, actually, yeah, I'm going to be on a panel. And what we're going to talk about is how to talk about anything and have it sound interesting. So we already have 25 people signed up. And I think the room closes out at 30 or something like that. So you want to be sure to get your pass on the 28th, this coming Tuesday. Yours truly, along with John Henson, who is another fab podcaster, we are going to talk about how to talk about anything and make it sound interesting. Okay. We know a little something about that. So I have comp tickets, but you have to move on them today, because globally they are becoming very scarce. All right. Black Writers on Tour. Oh my goodness, I'm going to be there on Saturday. This is coming up this Saturday, the 25th. Dr. Rosie Milligan has turned herself literally over to this live again, in your face, Black Writers on Tour 2023 Business and Tech Expo. So, at the end of this podcast, I have a video that's going to show you, give you some information. I want you to also know that I'll have it posted over on my Facebook page. Come out. You know that numbers matter. And you know why you can come? Because free admission. Free admission to the center where all of the vendors are going to be, all of the authors are going to be. Free to attend the seminars. And let me tell you, when you look at some of the people who are on roster and what they're bringing, you will want to come and you'll say, this is free. Surely I have to leave a donation or something. Once again, I'll be there. I'll be speaking on, I'm not only selling my book, but I'll also be speaking on podcasting, how to build a successful podcast. It's not going to be your usual humdrum, techno only presentation. I have some stories, I have some giveaways, and I want you to come and imagine what it would look like for your podcast to be built. What does that look like? So we're going to go on an imaginary walk, each and every person who's in the room. So are you there with me? My session starts at 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So where are we located? We are going to be in Carson, California, the Carson Community Center, 801 East Carson Street, and it is just going to be good. It begins at 10 o'clock a.m. and we will be there until 3 o'clock p.m. So expect a lot of high energy conversation, expect commerce, expect an opportunity to learn, to grow. So we're supposed to invite as many people as we can. I've been talking this up as much as I can. I invited my whole church. So I truly hope that you will attend Black Writers on Tour 2023 Business and Tech Expo. I stopped by Dr. Rosie Milligan's office to pick up some additional flyers, and I had a chance to speak with her and her husband John, and they are over the moon. They are so excited that we are back live, and I tell you, I am honored to be one of the speakers because Dr. Rosie Milligan did not have to choose me at all. So kudos to Dr. Rosie Milligan and the one and only Barbara Lindsay. Oh my goodness. This is going to be good. Free entrance, free seminars, free parking. You know, when we go to something, most of the time we're sweating. Oh my God, where am I going to park? And the parking is $10, $15, $20. Not so for this event. So all excuses are off the table. Books for your kids, books for yourself. There are entrepreneurs who can service your total family. There will be food there. So come make a day of it. All right. You want more information? I think that website is Black Writers on Tour 2023. And it gives you all of the information. And that's exactly what I have for you. Last thing I have for you before we bring up Denise Estelle is, what else am I up to? And what do I want to bring your attention to is Inside the Mob. Oh my goodness. It is what can I say? It is a project that I'm working on. It is a podcast. I'm co-hosting that podcast with the one and only Brother Bedford. And anyone here who knows business, marketing, been around a while, you know, Brother Bedford is conversations with millionaires. That, my goodness, he's won awards. He's been on every news channel talking about conversation with millionaires. He's a fellow podcaster, and lo and behold, he chose me to co-host Inside the Mob. So let me read you and let you know what Inside the Mob is all about. Inside the Mob is a practical resource. It is a resource for growth-minded entrepreneurs and those looking for transformation and reinvention. Host Brother Bedford and Margot Levette share breakthrough insights and success stories through their deep dive conversations about the inner workings of an entrepreneurial mastermind and the people committed to trusting and implementing the mindsets, principles, and the processes that ensure success. You'll find that podcast everywhere, inside the mile, wherever you listen to your podcast. It has been received on all of the major directories. We are up, running, and I want you to find us and take a listen. If you always wondered what a mastermind is all about, an entrepreneurial mastermind, then you want to tune in because we're laying the foundation. What is a mastermind? What it isn't? The difference between coaching and a mastermind. So there's a lot of meat and potatoes. There's no fluff. It's all meat. So that's it. That's what I have for you. I have free comp tickets to Podfest 2023. And I want you to know about Black Writers on Tour, Expo, and Tech because it's taking place on Saturday, and free parking, free entrance, and all the summits, all the sessions are free. All right. So let me bring Denise Estelle on. She has a big announcement. I've really been following this project that Denise is spearheading, and I think that you're going to be amazed because, Denise Estelle is an amazing woman. You'll know her from Honor Thy Father. Let me just bring her on here.
Denise Estelle. Margo. Greetings.
Greetings and salutations.
Yes. I haven't seen you since your birthday.
Oh my goodness. And that was
in Lamert Park. Remember, we celebrated your birthday and you did a podcast. So I haven't seen you since then.
That was such a
happy
time.
New Year.
Indeed.
And I am looking forward to seeing you tomorrow because I will be there as well. And I have a book, my first book, under the umbrella of Deborah Thorne. So I will be at her exhibitor space promoting my book. And I'm looking forward to the seminars and workshops. And it's a win-win for everybody because, like you said, parking is absolutely free. And the event is free. So this will be a wonderful networking opportunity. And an opportunity to just meet and greet people that you know and that you haven't seen in a long time. So I'm looking at it as a reunion, actually.
Really and truly, because Dr. Rosie Milligan would host this every year and it would be live. But then when COVID struck, that was it for everything. So yeah, it's going to be like a reunion. And Denise, I forgot to let everybody know, Dr. Claude Anderson is the keynote speaker.
Oh,
so that's going to be huge.
Yes,
he's on at 12 o'clock. So we don't want to forget that. But dear lady, tell us all about what you're up to.
Okay, very good. And thank you for the opportunity to express myself. I had a birthday, like a really big birthday, in 2022. And I was afraid to turn my new age because I always looked at my new age as like way over 2 or 3 years. And so I was really literally terrified. I looked at turning this new age as like opening up a door to people walking with canes and being rolled in wheelchairs and walkers and mounds of medicine. And it's like I wanted to slam the door like, wait a minute, I don't want to get old. And so we live in a society where getting old is shunned. Nobody wants to talk about getting old. Right. And we as women in particularly, we don't like sharing our age. And so I realized we need to share our age. We need to express who we are. It's okay. And so that's what this project is all about.
Give us the name.
It's a video. It's the Melanated Woman's Project. And it's a video of beautiful women in our community that are doing great work, that are professional, that are showing images of themselves and with their families and their workplace, out on the weekends, hanging out with girlfriends. And so it's just snippets of women beautiful women over 50 that are living their best lives. And
Mm.
so this is like God sent, and I'm loving this project. And I'm just so thankful that I'm the one that's presenting it. So the launch or the release is going to be Thursday, March the 30th, and it's going to be in the evening. I don't have the link with me right now because we haven't created the link. It's going to be a Zoom launch. At
Okay.
first, we were going to have it at a physical location, but then
Hmm.
we changed it because some of our participants are in different states.
Okay.
So we
Okay.
decided just to have a Zoom launch. And so it's going to be Thursday.
Well,
So
will it be live streamed through
yeah, it
Facebook?
will be, yeah, it will be live stream. It'll be a Zoom live stream
Okay.
where if you come to the Zoom, you'll be able to see the release of the video.
Sounds good. And give us that date once again, please.
It's 0330
March.
March the 30th, 2023.
Little symbolism there. All right.
Yes, I love the threes.
Well, and yeah, completion. Well, Denise Estelle, I'm glad that you came on. Thank you for having the vision. Many of us get the vision and we don't do anything with it, but you're
That is so
actually
true.
walking it out. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Gosh. Celebrating Black women. We can't
Yes,
be
that's what we're
celebrated enough.
doing. Yes, celebrating Black women and
I
how
love it.
appropriate for this month,
Yes. Yes,
Women's Month.
indeed.
Yes,
Hmm. It
yes.
really is. So
And
once
so,
again,
oh, I just wanted
everybody,
to say, yeah, I just wanted to add that this video is to be an inspiration for younger women to look at it and go, wow, it's okay to be older,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know? So
Hmm.
that's what it's all about. Just sharing who we are, what we do, and it's okay to get older and do it gracefully and beautifully and take care
Yes.
of yourself. So that's
Yes.
what this is all about.
Embrace it. Well,
Yes.
I love it. And I, once again, I thank you for spearheading this and actually bringing it to life. So, gosh, I'm looking at the time and I don't want to hold anybody too long. So I'm going to say, see everybody. Denise, I'll see you at Black Writers on Tour.
Yes, absolutely.
Gosh, and for those of you who are going to want the comp pass for Podfest, it's already started, but you can get your comp pass and you can go ahead and get started with that. The creator passes are still available. So maybe I'll bump into you over at Podfest, which is a virtual event. The Black Writers on Tour is live, but Podfest is virtual. So there you have it. So I'm going to close out with a video loop and just kind of reiterate what we covered today. Be sure to investigate inside the mob. I think if you are a student of masterminds and entrepreneurship and different ways that people gain ideas and insight, then you'll definitely want to go on over to Inside the Mob. As I said, you'll find it wherever you find your podcast. It's been graciously accepted on all of the directories and we're gaining a lot of traction. So thank you, Brother Bedford. So thank you, Denise Estelle. Thank you for everyone who is on now and who is going to repost and or you're gonna catch us on the flip side. I thank you. I'm Margot Levette. I'm here with Denise Estelle, and we will see you next time. All right.
Absolutely.